Okay, so the other day I was asked the question, why is UX important? Like, seriously? In this video, I'm going to give you 7 reasons why UX is in fact important. There's many more, but come on, we're not going to cover everything today. You ready for this? Let's go. Hi, I'm Nico, and today we're going to talk about why should your organization care about UX? How can you sell the idea to the members of your team or to your stakeholders? In a nutshell, I'm going to tell you what it is that we UX designers do on a day-to-day basis and why it's important. Number 1, research. As UX designers, we are inclined to do research. Why is that, you may ask? Because we need to make sure that we are tackling the right problem. So what is UX research? Well, user experience research is going on the field and basically talk to people. Who are these people? Well, these people are your users, and in order to make sure that we're solving the right problem, we make the decision to go and talk to the potential users of your app or your digital product. Managers can come to you and say, we think that we have this problem. This may be a problem in your manager's mind or in your stakeholder's mind, and you need to take this into consideration for sure. If you go on the field and if you ask people, your potential users, how they achieve one task, what is their journey, take some notes on what their typical day looks like. This is going to bring a lot of information. Well, the aim of the game here is to get rid of incorrect assumptions. Is that clear? Maybe I'll position myself this way. Okay. Little number 2. As UX designers, we are in charge of building UX deliverables. There's empathy maps, there's user journey maps, there's personas, of course. These deliverables actually allow the members of the team and the UX designer as well to feel empathy towards the user. You're not going to be designing with the team's assumptions or the manager's assumptions. You need to understand how the user feels, what the user sees, what is his or her day-to-day life or experiences. And you need to understand the context, the user's context. It's really important. Number 3, facilitating ideation sessions and workshops. So a long time ago, we used to build products by consulting only with software engineers. And that is good. It's great. Why not engage the entire team by using ideation sessions or workshops? What UX designers do, we take members of the team, we gather them in a room, can be a real room, can be a virtual room, and we define design solutions together. That's really important because nobody wants to be left behind. People will feel more engaged in the design process. Designing in your corner is no longer relevant, especially in an agile framework. Agile practitioners actually encourage those workshops to take place so that we can build this product together. Everybody is partly responsible for the product and people feel more engaged this way. And as UX designers, our responsibility is to facilitate these sessions. Number 4, building flows. What is a flow? Well, it's a graphic representation of all the necessary steps that the user needs to take in order to go from point A to point B, and generally he's achieving a task. These flows are really important for developers, and they're also important for the rest of the team because they allow the rest of the team to take a step back. Number 5, why do we need to have the right information architecture? We need to make sure that the user is going to find the information at the right place where he or she expects it to be. If we build the wrong information architecture, our menu is going to look all over the place, having no logic whatsoever, and your user is going to feel lost. Once we get the correct information architecture, once we got everybody on board, once that everybody has participated to the design sessions, that we have enough data coming from the research phase, we can then start building prototypes. Lo-fi prototypes are really important because they allow the team to identify quickly what the product is going to look like. You don't need to spend hours crafting high-fidelity mocks. The low-fidelity prototypes allow the team to get something real quickly. After you come up with a low-fidelity prototype, you can go straight into testing. You do not need to have a high-fidelity prototype in order to test your product. You can have a lo-fi representation of your product and put this in front of potential users. This phase is really interesting because it can allow the team to come up with solutions quickly and to test these solutions even before, diving into Sketch or Figma. And that's actually a good segue to the last point of your video, number 7, testing. Our role as UX designers is to test the product, and you don't need to test with thousands of users. 5 users are enough. Test with 5 users and you'll get tons of insight on your product. So this feedback is important because it's going to allow the team to iterate. You have to try several times in order to craft the right product. And testing is actually what is going to allow you to know if you've made it right. So I think by now you've clearly understood why UX is important and how it can change drastically the way teams can craft digital products. And I mean, take the example of brands like Amazon, brands like Tesla, brands like Uber, brands like Netflix, Google. They've all used UX in order to craft better products and better journeys for their users. So keep that in mind when you want to sell the idea to your boss or to your stakeholders or to anyone who's asking the question, why is UX important? All right, guys, that about wraps it up for today's video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, activate the notification bell. Bye-bye.